When you arrive, it's amazing the bird sounds that you hear in the environment, and there's a calmness that you get from looking into the forest and then watching the clouds go past. It really is an enjoyable place to be. I'm Paul from Paul Uhlmann Architects up here at Cloudview at Springbrook. We're situated in a cloud forest, which is basically the pinnacle of the ridge. Within a day, there's quite a few changes. So it'll go from bright sunshine and then the clouds will come through the valley, basically encase the house, and this could stay for days. We get this burn-off effect sometimes in the afternoon where the entire valley then opens up. We can see from right down to Byron Bay and then back up to the Gold Coast. The valley below is part of the Yungabar Nation's country, and we're looking down across it over their sacred sites. The client approaches us to design a rainforest getaway. Part of the design was elevating the building up above the wet surrounding rainforest, so we could experience looking into the trees rather than being embedded into the forest. The site is isolated, which creates problems with construction. It's quite difficult to get materials up here. In the end, though, it creates a position for the house to be really quite secluded. So there's a double side to the isolation. The design of the building is laid out around a U-shaped plan. The main living spaces face the east, and then the secondary spaces, being the bedrooms and the en-suites, are part of the U. What the U did was provide us with a way of draining the water back into the central courtyard, which is important on this site because we're relying on rainwater. It also helped us in the rainforest is clearing the gutters, which sounds quite run-of-the-mill, but it actually is quite problematic up here. By draining the rainwater into the centre of the building, it's allowed us to lift the roofs up towards the rainforest. It's provided the practical and poetic solution in the one design, which I think is the backbone of the success of this project. Very early on, we decided to go against the norm of putting a deck out in front of our viewing. We are very exposed in this location, so we get quite a lot of strong winds coming up the valley. So we decided to tuck it away between the U-shaped plan to give a protected space. The materials on the project have to be very robust. Because of the moisture in the air, we're getting a lot of mould on most of the buildings up here. So we'd chosen a painted FC sheet to provide a robust solution. The interior was designed to be quite dark, which makes us focus outside the building into the forest. The main rooms are extensive use of glass, which is basically to take advantage of the view down over the valley and sideways views back into the rainforest. The timber ceiling extends from the inside to the outside of the building, and it follows the fold within the U-shaped roof that wraps around back towards the bedrooms. So we're getting this really nice construction joint above the kitchen and above this dining space as the timber ceiling folds back into the bedroom spaces. The stone flooring is a South American slate. Essentially, it's providing another dark background within the building. The internal cabinet work has a series of vertical routes included in the face. This reflects the vertical rainforest timbers that we see outside. And then each of the rooms we've tried to frame various views. When I return to the project, I'm really excited about the quality of these spaces, and I think having a holiday destination, which is quite different to a place where you would live typically, makes it really quite exciting, and it makes you really imagine coming here and spending a weekend sitting around a fire and looking out at the forest and the distant views. And the entire experience of arriving and then stepping into the living space is really enjoyable every time I come here.
This video is brought to you by 10, our debut hardcover book celebrating 10 issues of the local project. 10 unites the very best projects from the first 10 issues of the publication into a beautiful single volume. With over 400 pages of architecture and design from both leading and emerging creatives, the hardcover book takes readers on a curated and meditative journey. The premium paper stock of the book means 10 is an enduring addition to a coffee table or library to be enjoyed for years to come. With worldwide delivery available, have 10 delivered directly to your door. Head to the link in the video description to purchase your copy now and use the code BOOK5 at checkout for a 5% discount.